Yo, it's also Jay here, back at it again with another video. So, before I get started, I just wanted to say hello, y'all. I haven't been on YouTube in a minute. It's been a while. And I know that I have a lot of questions for myself, and also I've been changing and changing my perspective a little bit on a lot of things that I've been doing or has been going on. So I just wanted to kind of like clear that out, if that makes sense. But as you can see as the title of this video, this is just what I've been going through and my perspective, and everything in the everything that just how I'm feeling. Let's just clear that up, how I'm feeling. So a lot of people may or may not know that I have been going through a crazy phase. If you check my Instagram out, you can see that I've changed a lot of things in my bio. I'm also making different type of music and trying to incorporate that in my style and my journey. I've been having a crazy journey through everything, throughout everything, and it's been very hard to manage a lot of things within my life because everything's just changing so fast. Peep Juice WRLD shirt. But anyway, so I look at myself and I'm very confused about why everything is changing the way it is. And like I said in previous videos, don't mind the background, but like I said in previous videos, change doesn't have to be good or bad. It's whether you see it as good or bad. So the changes I'm going through are not bad or good. They're just changes that I got to get used to. Whether I make them good, that's on me. Whether I see it good, my perspective, that's on me. So let me get to this video. I'm gender fluid. Y'all probably saying like, yo, what the fuck? Like, yeah, I'm saying what the fuck too, cause I really don't know why I feel that way. Well, I do know why I feel that way, but I think it's more of denying it my whole entire life, and I think that's what really got me in a lot of crazy situations with my identity and who I wanted to be and knew I was to be. So gender fluid basically means, if y'all don't know, it basically means that you don't identify with any gender. You just want to be yourself. I am instead of I'm a girl or a boy. I don't like labels. I've said that in previous videos, and those previous videos I feel like were leading to these previous videos where I was talking about, I don't want to be labeled. I don't want to be confined by that label of, oh, James is a girl or a boy. Because at the end of the day, I've always been me. Like when I was young, like I was born a female, as most people know. I was born a female, but I acted like a boy. Like everything, my mannerisms were masculine. Masculinity does have nothing to do with whether you're a girl or a boy. Masculinity is just your energy, what you hold. So you see a lot of gay guys particularly, and they act feminine sometimes. Not every gay guy acts feminine, obviously, but there's a lot of gay guys that do. It's not that they're a girl, it's just that energy is feminine. They can't control that. So it was like I couldn't control that I was so masculine for a girl. And for me, I always thought a girl had to look like a girly girl. I never was a girly girl. I never wanted to be. That wasn't my thing. I knew that wasn't my thing. But as society pulls all these labels on you, you think that you have to, in order to, be who you want to be, you gotta, especially me being masculine, I thought I gotta take T. I gotta take testosterone. And that's another thing. I stopped taking testosterone. Like I didn't make that decision right away. I'm supposed to be a year this month. So it's kind of crazy from a year looking back how much my mindset has changed. I'm in a different location. I'm not living where I used to. I met new people. I think that my mind is just opening up and saying like, James, you don't got to make a direct decision right now. Yeah, but I stopped taking tea about 2 months ago. So my 10-month journey around there, that's when I stopped taking tea. I didn't tell anybody because I didn't want it to be like, oh, you just detransitioning because you're not trans. That's not it. I know I'm trans. But I lean towards more gender fluid, where I don't care if I identify as a girl or a girl or a boy. I'm not a girl or a boy. I'm me. You see the difference? It's not being labeled as a girl or a boy. I'm just me. So whether you call me, like, I don't really want to be called a she. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, like, I know that I'm happy of where I am right now. So I don't really care about the label behind anything. I just want to be called James, James, J. Roms, I think that a lot of people put so much structure on these labels that they forget who they are. And now that I'm sitting back and I'm not on T and I'm really understanding who I am for myself, I've never been myself before. Because I've always tried to, I've always tried to be somebody I was not, to please the world, to please my mom, to please people. And I'm looking back and I'm like, who the fuck am I? Like, who really am I? Like, I don't know, where I stand or who I actually am. So I stopped taking tea. Also, the reason why I stopped taking tea is because I was having complications. Like I said, I made another video before, but I didn't post it. But I was talking about, in that video, I was talking about how when I was taking tea, one, I had an allergic reaction to it. So I had to start taking Benadryl every time I took it. And also, sorry about that. And also, I was having allergic reactions every time I took it, and I was itching from the inside out. So I was allergic to the oils in it. I have a very sensitive body. Everything that I touch, everything that I eat, it affects me. So I have to watch what I put in my body. That's why I didn't get the COVID vaccine, because I knew that my body was very sensitive. I don't know how my body was going to react, and I'd rather just, die off naturally than have something in my body and get fucked. So that was the first sign of me not really understanding, like, okay, so my body's sensitive, and a lot of people have allergic reactions to the oils, so it's not just me. But I realized how much that it was a big factor in, the journey, because it was more maintenance than I thought it would be. Second thing, my body was also very sensitive because I was having problems in my genital area. Bottom growth wasn't a problem for me. I still had bottom growth, everything like that. But I realized that it was getting way too uncomfortable. I couldn't really walk. I had to go to the hospital for one time because I was having complications down there. And I knew what I needed, but it was very hard to get it. I went to the hospital. They didn't know how to treat me because they don't really, a lot of hospitals don't know a lot about trans males or trans females. So it's hard to get the things you need when you're in pain or something goes wrong. You know what I mean? They don't tell you what goes wrong. They only tell you this is what you can have. So in that process of the journey, I was really getting fucked over because it was like, okay, now I'm having allergic reactions to the tea, and now I'm having complications with, my genital area, and, sex was painful at one point or another. I'm just being frank. I'm just being blunt. So if you don't like it, take it as you will. But I'm just telling you the truth. And a lot of trans people don't want to get the help because it has to do with their genital areas and they have bottom dysphoria. I understand that. But for me, if something is wrong, I'm going to get checked out. I don't care, how dysphoric I am. I need to get that shit checked out because I treat my body as a vessel. If one part is not working right, then the other part's not going to work right, and I can't have that. So I was really taken aback by everything, and I had to really reevaluate everything that I was doing. Was this for me? And yeah, testosterone was definitely for me, but I was not gonna give my good health away just to change my appearance. You see what I'm saying? Like, I was not gonna affect my good health for an appearance, for society, or for something that was on the back burner or was second, because your health comes first. See what I'm saying? So, I really had to reevaluate everything I was doing. And yeah, I didn't want to stop taking tea. That was not my objective. I always said I was going to keep taking it, but the complications that I was having was not worth my health. So I stopped taking it. And now, yeah, there's going to be things I'm not going to like, you know, having my period again, or having, my fat redistributing and stuff like that. But I've always had a masculine figure. I know a lot of people, all people are different, and a lot of people don't have that luxury. Never had a big chest, so it doesn't bother me. But I know a lot of people don't have that luxury of, thinking that way, or wanting to, revert back, or, you know what I mean? And I'm still trans, don't get me wrong, but I'm gender fluid at the same time, where I don't really want to be defined by me being trans. I just want to be me. And so, I'm very fluid in all aspects of my life, if that makes sense. I am gender fluid, and I am pansexual. So those are very fluid things. Pansexual, you're very fluid in who you talk to. You're attracted to personality more than gender. Makes sense because I'm gender fluid. So it makes sense because, it's all coincides. It's just you do you. You be yourself. You choose who you want, whether they're a girl or a boy. I got a lot of questions on also when I, started changing, or when I started taking tea. A lot of people come to me asking me how tea is, and I'm like, it's good. Everybody's different. I can't give them a bad if they're not having a bad. You see what I'm saying? So, but I think a lot of people more got confused when I started dating a guy. And people was like, yo, like, I've only seen with girls. Are you dating a guy? Yes, I am with a guy. He accepts me for me. I love him very much, And I think that, this world is still iffy when it comes to, same-sex relationships, or if you look like a boy and he look like a boy, you know what I mean? It's weird. People don't really understand it still. And it's like, come on, get with the program. But yeah, I'm with a guy, and I'm happy, and I'm fine, I'm prospering, and so my life is just changing, and I wanted to, give that news. I just wanted to be ready to say it. I haven't been on T in 2 months, and I'm perfectly fine with it, because ever since then, I haven't had complications. I've been getting better, and I think that, people was like, so you don't want a deep voice. I already have a deep voice already, so it's like, that shit, might go away, might not go away. I don't really know. But at the same time, I don't really care for it, because I'd rather be in good health than not be in good health. And then people ask, are you scared that, you might, get your revert back to a female? And I'm like, I've already been a masculine my whole life. I've already had broad shoulders. So I'm not really scared of it. I feel like you shouldn't live in fear. Just because something didn't go the way you thought it would doesn't mean that your life is over. I think it just means that, something better is coming for you. So I think it's just something better coming for you in that way. A lot of people just see it as, you never was trans and stuff like that. And it's like, I'm trans. I just don't want to be labeled as trans. And that's the thing. I just think that it's a harsh label. They put a lot on you. You put a lot on yourself. You do things to try to, mimic people, almost, in a sense. And I don't got facial hair. I mean, I do got a little facial hair, but it's nothing like big or anything. Like my mustache, I shaved my mustache off, so it's growing back. My sides and stuff, they coming in, but I don't really want, I don't really, I was very keen on having a mustache and having a beard, and then until I looked at my boyfriend and he's like, I don't want no facial hair. Like, I don't want all this hair on my body. Like, that shit is a lot of maintenance. I realized, okay, like, do I really want facial hair? Because it's a lot of maintenance. And I don't know, like, I don't really care for it no more, because, like, I'm seeing a different reflection of a guy, and he's telling me that you don't have to look like every guy to be a guy. You can be yourself. And I think that's what inspired me to, you know, really just go on my own journey and stop following what other people are doing. Because, you know, you gotta think for yourself. Just because you stepping outside the box don't mean it's bad. It's like the fish. For instance, like, you know, when you got, you know, everybody walking in one direction and everybody keep going in that same direction, everybody following everybody else, and you're the one person that go out the pack and you on this side, everybody going straight. It's like that's how it is. Like, you gotta go on your own path to figure out who the fuck you are. Because if you keep living like everybody else, you're just gonna be stuck. You're gonna be stuck in this cycle of thinking that you know what you want, when actually you live in the way other people told you to live. And now you don't know who the fuck you are, and now you don't know where to go. You know, stop living for other people, live for yourself. This is the time where you can change what you want. And I'm not saying get off tea. That's not what I'm saying. If you want tea, I'm not saying that. But I'm just saying reevaluate yourself. Really dig inside yourself and see what the fuck you want. Because the things you might be doing are not probably for yourself. They're probably for other people. And I'm tired of living that way. Yeah, it might be embarrassing, you know, changing, because people are not used to that change. And you're not used to that change, but it's not bad. Like I said, it's the way you look at it. So if you think it's bad, it's gonna be bad. If you look at it as good, it's gonna be good. I think everything is bad. Like, I remember growing up and I would hang out with the boys and I'd be like, I'd be killing myself. Especially in high school, I was killing myself. I was like, yo, I need to get on T. That's all I thought about my high school years. Now thinking back at it, and it's like, I'm not even on T now. And that's what I wanted. Things are going to change, and you're not going to be ready for it. Doesn't mean that you're not ready for it. It just means that you got to reevaluate everything. And sometimes it's scary because it's everything that you thought you wanted. But at the end of the day, you can't let it define you. It's got to move with the punches. The more you move through the punches, you're not going to get punched as much. If you just stand there, you stay still, obviously you're going to get punched. But if you move with the punches, there's going to be something you're going to dodge. So it's like, you got to reevaluate the things that you want, because the things that you want, or the things that you think you want, are not really what you want, and you're getting punched even harder. And you wonder why you're tired, because you live in a life that you're not supposed to live. If you live the way you want, you start to dodge those punches because you're realizing, okay, like, shit, this is not what I want, so I'm going to go here. This is not what I want, so I'm going to go here. But instead, you going with the punch, and you're getting punched in the face. Because you're doing something that you don't want to do. Not punch is something that you don't want to do, but you're still doing it, right? So you're gonna get punched every time you do something you don't want to do. If that makes sense. I know it's a weird analogy, but I feel like you understand what I'm saying. Yeah, I still got an Adam's apple. I still look like a male. I don't really care what people think, because I grew up in a society where, especially in high school, everybody just focused on social media. Social media ain't shit. Because there's people living fake ass lives. You see what I'm saying? Like, fake ass lives, doing fake ass things. And then you don't know if they crying. You don't know if they crying themselves to sleep every day. Because they're doing something they don't want to do. But you seeing them as inspiration. You seeing them as this and that. What do you see yourself as? You look at everybody else, but you won't look at yourself. Reevaluate what you do, because I'm telling you, this world is going to change. This world is going to change. Everybody changing right now. And if you don't get your head on straight, I'm telling you, like, there's going to be things that are really going to punch you in the face and open your eyes, and you're going to see reality. I think that, you know, the way I perceive things have changed, but not for the bad, for a reason. Everything happens for a reason. Remember that. Everything happens for a reason. So when you going through something, it's not because you're just going through it to go through it. It's because it's going to teach you a lesson. And it's going to teach you how to be stronger. And it's going to teach you what you really want. How to live in your skin. This journey is for you. But if you keep focusing on everybody else, you're going to miss the truth in you. Because right now, I'm still a hypocrite. Most of the things I was doing, I'm still living in lies. I'm not a saint. Nobody is. But if you start realizing it, you can go around it and really prosper into who you want to be. You see what I'm saying? I just realized I turned 20 February 13th. And I can't believe I'm even 20. Like, things change. See what I'm saying? Things change and my whole perspective changed right when I turned 20. I got a little bit more confident. I got a little bit more comfortable in my skin. I got a little bit more, you know, I understood what I wanted instead of just doing what other people wanted me to. But I see y'all. Peace. Bye.